Hey guys, I'm John, and you're watching my YouTube channel, A Warrior's Heart. You know, I usually put out videos earlier in the week. This week I've been struggling. I've got a whole list of video topics that I've wanted to talk about, but I just haven't felt like any of them were right for this week, and I didn't really understand why. And I didn't really know what I was going to talk about this week because of that. You know, I was asleep. I was awake until about 3 a.m. this morning. And I had full intentions because of that to sleep in this morning. But God woke me up at 6 a.m. this morning, and He gave me a word. He woke me up with a word and gave it to me in the book of John, chapter 11, where it's the story of Lazarus, where He raised Lazarus from the dead, his friend. And, before He rose his friend from the dead and woke him back up and brought him back to life, He was standing there talking to Lazarus' sister, Mary. And she's saying, Lord, if you had only been here a few days ago, you could have saved him when he was very sick. You could have kept him from dying. And now he's dead. Why weren't you here earlier is what she was saying. And Jesus looked at her in verse 40 of chapter 11, and He says, look, didn't I tell you that you would see God's glory if you would just believe? You know, as soon as God showed this verse to me this morning, I knew exactly why I wasn't sure of what the topic was for what I was going to talk about this week in these videos. God gave me this to remind you, to encourage you today, that no matter what problems you're going through right now, no matter what your trouble, God just wants you to know that if you'll trust Him, if you'll believe in Him, He'll see you through it. We're promised that in His Word in several different places. He wants to work all our problems out for good. He loves us. He cares about us. And He says here in verse 40, just believe. Didn't I tell you? Just believe. This morning I want you to be encouraged. I want you to know that God loves you. And no matter how dark your situation is, He just wants to come along in the boat whenever you're drowning in those rough waters, pick you up out of your situation and put you in the boat with Him and take you on to calmer waters if you'll just believe, like He says. Believe that He's going to take you and care for you. Believe that He's going to help you when you need Him. That's all we've got to do. Just believe. God woke me up with this word for you this morning, and I hope that this encourages you. I hope that this carries you through your troubled times, through your hard times, whatever bad situations you might be going through in your life. Have hope. Be encouraged. Just believe. I love you. God loves you. Be a warrior.